You could get married. They had a person who was ordained marrying people at EDC on everything, bro. On everything.
Well,
I swear. I was like,
is that where you want to get married?
yeah. Mm-hmm. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I just think the reason I say it's a utopian society is because I just think it's like, I just think it's really cool because like it's.
He just proposed right on GEN2GEN, guys.
Perfect. Hi.
Another hat day, huh?
Another hat day. Honestly, my hair is getting way too long. I can't even manage it anymore. I can't even manage it.
How does that go? Like you're in the mirror and you're just like, this is unmanageable.
I can't deal with this right now. Where's my hat? You know, like, but hats are an easy way.
How do you choose hats? Like, what hat is that?
This is Ethica. This is the same brand that I had on before from last week with the bucket hat. With the thing. Same brand.
It's a company that.
Yeah, it's a company that sends me some stuff from here and then. I've always worn their stuff.
Nobody ever sends me anything.
I don't know what you like.
I need like a fat store to be like,
Just give me a list of brands you like, Eric. I will personally be like,
right.
Send my boy some stuff.
Oh, thank you. Finally.
I got you. And when GEN2GEN blows up, remember me saying this? Eric's gonna be swagged out.
And I'm just gonna be like
toe.
full of like everything's
he has
gonna
on
be
gold chains. He has like it's like wow, season 3 Eric is really different from season 1 Eric.
I'm gonna have a boom box over here just for no reason.
With your AirPod Maxes in. If you listen to last week's episode, you'll get that. And it was like, why does he have an AirPod Maxes with the boom box? Hey. By the way, speaking of that, before speaking of that, hi everyone, my name is Matthew Espinosa.
This is Erik Griffin. Welcome back to
GEN2GEN, the podcast connecting generations, a podcast you can listen in the car with your family.
Yeah.
Until Eric talks about some wrong shit stuff. Then turn it
off. Wow. What, we have to put like a warning?
Yeah.
Raunchy coming. Fast
coming.
forward. That's not even true. Come on.
No, I know. I'm just yanking your chain. But
it is a little true.
There's a little bit of truth in there. No, but yeah, with the AirPod Maxes, I think that's what we were talking about. Literally just yesterday I was looking at them, and
you mean a week ago?
A week ago yesterday. 8 days ago, actually, to be specific. Not yesterday. 8 days ago. I was hoping you weren't gonna catch that. Had to put me on blast. That's okay.
A week ago.
Yep. So
Taco Bob's in the background.
Yep. making her presence. You know.
Yeah, she can't help herself.
Can't. A week ago. Look at me. No, but what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so I had an Apple Watch for a while.
Yeah, I have an Apple Watch.
What do you think of them? Do you use them a lot? Could you go without it if you don't have it on that day? What do you think?
I can go without it. I mean, what I like, I don't know.
Does it keep you attached to your phone or not as attached to your phone?
I think it's like the same kind of thing, man. You kind of like, you get a text and you look, And the problem with it now is that like when if you're talking to me right now, right? And I look at my watch,
I hate it.
You think you have to go? What's
up?
And it's like, now it's even more clear when I'm going, oh no, I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's
just a weird thing, but sometimes it's just like, no, in my calendar, I just got a notification. It's like, it's a whole new vibe.
Yeah. And you know what's weird is for the first like 3-4 years when Apple Watch came out, I never wanted one because I was afraid that it would have me attached to my phone even more. I'm like, man, I don't want to be attached to my phone. But then I got it for a Christmas present for my girlfriend,
right? And
and then when I had it on,
the best gift you've ever gotten from your girlfriend, from a girlfriend.
Was that the best one?
Yeah,
I'd say it was probably the most expensive one for sure.
Wow, you had some cheap girlfriends.
No, I just
big shoes to fill.
No.
Christmas is coming.
No. I don't know because I have had girlfriends who've taken me on trips before that probably that trip alone exceeded the Apple Watch. But the thing is that I enjoyed the Apple Watch, and what I noticed with it is that it actually kept me away from my phone because I was able to understand, because the reason I do like having my phone on me is if anyone needs to get in contact with me for any type of emergency reason, right? So especially like family, close friends, stuff like that. So having the Apple Watch allows me to still be contactable, available, but not be able to.
I have a phone plan on mine, for sure.
Oh wait, a phone plan? What do you mean?
There's a SIM card in my watch.
Oh
yeah,
wow.
So I don't even need to have my phone with me, and I can get calls and all that kind of stuff.
Oh,
and what I like about it too is like, for instance, like I just got a text message, and then now you could
You could just be rude without taking your phone out. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm shooting a podcast right now. I'll get back to you.
You can be mobily rude, like not mobily, but like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, and then you just send that message. So what I like about it, like even in the car.
Yeah.
Like if I'm in the car, I don't have to text and drive. I could just be like, boom, and like, yeah, I'll be right there. Boom, boom, boom. I'm on the way. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
And you can also like, even if like you're like, let's say you're in a movie and you're not trying to write, because you can actually text.
Oh yeah.
Because it'll be like you could draw.
You're breaking the number one rule in a movie theater.
Yeah,
and
but you could draw. Which
yeah, like I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I like it, but I'm not a watch guy.
Dude, same here. I'm not an accessory
yeah,
guy.
I'm not an accessory
The only
guy
thing
either.
I have are just earrings. That's it.
Yeah.
Like even growing up, I guess growing up a little bit around like when I was still finding my like.
You will be an accessory guy.
Okay.
You really get used to this too, by the way. Like sometimes I have a nervous habit of doing this all the time.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah,
like a little
like a little tick. I'm always doing.
I was gonna
this.
say like.
And so when it's not,
I do that with my callus.
So when it's not on, I go, oh my ring, I left my ring or whatever.
Okay.
So I'm always like, it's always just a reminder.
And you obviously have to take that off like when you're doing like scenes and stuff. And
it depends. I always
depends.
ask, am I married? And
yeah, it's a good way to put it. Am I married?
Am I married? And they're like, no. And then you just take it off.
Yeah, I mean the thing is with the Apple Watch, like I said, is that I noticed that it kept me away from my phone at the time because I was able to, like I said, get calls, get texts, look at anything, that I need to. If I need to get back to them, I'll get back to them right then and there on the Apple Watch.
Okay.
But it doesn't allow me to go on TikTok. It doesn't allow me to go on Instagram.
Right.
It doesn't allow me to do all the
This is the
things.
actual raw purpose of the
This
phone.
is the raw That's the best way to put it.
Fundamental purpose of the phone is this.
Is that exactly? It doesn't allow me to go play games. So even if I want to go on a hike or something, I don't need I don't need to have my phone because, like I said, I would always bring my phone. I'm like, oh, what if my parents need to get a hold of me or something like that, or my siblings?
I'm always wrapped up in my villages that I have to take care of.
Yeah. See
I
what?
have so many villages.
Are you a mobile game guy?
I am a mobile game guy.
You told me this.
My
You're
one is
okay.
the one I'm playing now is
Gen2GEN question of the day.
Doomsday is my new game right now. It's about
Gen2GEN
zombies.
question. Literally, I need a Gen2GEN question right now. Pause this video after you hear this question. Right now, in the comments on YouTube, if you're listening to this on Spotify or Apple, literally go to YouTube right now, find out the timestamp, go to the comments, let me know your age and if you play mobile games. And if you do play mobile games, at what age, let me know what games you play because I have never... Maybe like a little bit growing up, I've been a mobile games guy, but I've never been a mobile games guy until you could start playing Call of Duty on your phone.
Doomsday, Boom Beach, Clash of Clans, War and Order, and then there's this other. But there's another I also like a lot of brain puzzle games. There's this one called Cammy. Cammy.
Do you get that off the ads on TikTok? Like those funny try to get this done and try to make sure that the bees don't sting this guy and you have to create a barrier for him.
No, this one is like a puzzle game where you have to in a certain number of moves, you have to make the thing all one color.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's great, but I love a good mobile game.
Yeah, I only play mobile games if I'm beyond bored. And I don't have access to actual games. Like if I want to play games, okay, let me ask you this. Do you play mobile games when you have access to a PC?
Okay, I don't know why you're saying it like that.
Because you're going to piss me off if you say yes.
Yeah.
You're at home playing mobile games when you're 10 feet away from a PC that allows you to play way better games?
No,
that's like voluntarily choosing to get in a tricycle to drive miles opposed to a car.
I also spend dumb amount of money on these games too because I have to get
for
more
what?
gems. I need more gems for my city.
You need more gems for your city,
for my village.
I wish this was role reversal, so I would get. I would get roasted right now if this was me. If this was me saying I have to get more gems for my village so all my fake people can be in their fake homes and eat fake food.
Okay,
no, that is
tone it down.
BS.
My village is very, there's zombies.
It's an ecosystem.
Thank you.
They have feelings.
Yeah, there's zombies attacking my village, and I need to make sure that the boundaries are, you know what I mean?
Gosh, you are a monster.
By the way, getting back to you,
Way to turn the tables.
You're saying you have your Apple Watch because you are literally probably top 3 worst communicator ever when it comes to getting back to people texting. You are the worst.
Take that back.
You are. I'm not. You are.
I'm
the
not that
worst.
bad. I'm not that bad.
You know what? You're better now.
I've gotten better.
But it's only because I feel like because we're doing this because it's all about like, hey, are you available and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But when it comes to just like, hey man, what's up with blah blah blah, if I'm just saying hi, whatever it is like that, it could be like 8 days before you're like,
not
thanks, bro. Yeah, it's good to see you.
Dude, a lot, because you want to know why actually, and this is a real.
You're gonna say why now? You're gonna admit why you're the worst. Go on.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's because I've had an issue with being so attached to my phone, so I turn a lot of my stuff on Do Not Disturb, and I have super bad problems with being able to focus on certain things. So if I'm doing a task, if I'm doing emailing, I literally have to put my phone on Do Not Disturb because one text throws me off into a whole different
You're in a
thing.
Vortex?
Dude, I'm not even
That's what
kidding.
it should be called, the Vortex.
Bro, literally. So just yesterday, just last week, I was working on something and I had to go to the GEN2GEN YouTube page, and that brought me to like something else, and then that distracted me. And next thing I know, I'm in this whole rabbit trail of doing different tasks,
You're
mundane
like 6
tasks.
movies in on Netflix, and you're
Yeah.
like, what happened?
And I'm like, how did I get here, bro? I was literally just writing an email. I was like, it just didn't make sense. So I literally have to put away
You're
all
still the worst,
distractions.
though.
And then, like I said, because now, and a lot of the times too, is I'll open up the text and I can't think right then and there to respond to start crafting a text. So because I clicked it open, the blue dot isn't there anymore. Then I think I responded because I opened it in my brain now. So then, and that's a valid reason. But I do need to get better, and I do take responsibility for the fact that I am not a good communicator. I will admit that I am not the best communicator.
See?
So I will give you that. But alas, what I was saying is the Apple Watch, I'm not really using it that often anymore because I started to use it for like working out and all that stuff. But I just hate having the technology right there. It makes me even like, it makes me more like ADHD, I feel like.
Because also like
I can easily just look at it now.
I'm saying there's so many notifications too that come from the apps you have on your phone.
Yeah, like I have like 20 different emails and this and that, and then this thing will come in, and then that thing will come in, and then this app, and it's just so many things, and it makes me even more like, I wish if I could I'll say this, if I could optimize it to where I'm literally just wearing like a flip phone on my thing where it's
God,
just,
imagine.
yeah, like, what's up?
Well, I mean, eventually it's going to be where like the video. I wish it was like eventually it's going to be like a hologram right here.
I'm like, yo, what up,
Picture
Eric?
you.
And you're like, what's good? It's like your full body.
Yeah.
It's like, what up?
No,
what
but
up?
how would that work? No, it would have to be just our faces.
Oh,
because
yeah,
it would
that's
be like,
true.
Boom, your face, my face. Unless you're like, your phone. I mean, it should be like you put your phone down, boop, and then it's going to be like, and we're just going to be like swiping like this, you know?
Yeah. Well, that's what augmented reality is going to start being.
Yeah,
Like, and there was a commercial actually a few days ago I saw by Meta. It's like, maybe the metaverse we're thinking of isn't all virtual. Maybe it's the world that you're already in right now, just with a touch of technology. And it like showed people like a farmer walking up to like all of his crops, like clicking one thing and seeing like which oranges were bad. And then he's like taking off the oranges and knowing, you know what I'm saying? Like even literally having a camera being able to like dictate which ones are going rotten, which ones
there's like sensors involved and all this kind of stuff. And I get that. I mean, that would make more sense. I mean, I think that, with the advancement of cars, technology, and I think that eventually there's going to have to be some sort of universal language that all cars have to have, no matter what company.
Yeah,
because it's going to be connected to like the stoplights and all this kind of stuff, and it's just going to be like just safety on the road. I mean, I think there's going to be less and less and less car accidents, but because of human error.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. No, I was gonna add on to that by saying, do you think that with the technology of where we're going, do you think it's going to be better for our society or worse?
I think the advancements in technology is always better for society. It is. It's just, once we start, overdoing it, once we use it, because you can use anything for bad or good.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
But all technology that we have has been helpful for society. I mean, medical technology.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like just the other day, my friend, he told me how he had appendicitis, and he like lifted up his shirt, and I didn't know where the scars were. And I remember when my dad told me he had appendicitis, I could see his scar right here. It's like a long scar. You know what I'm saying? But he had like a little one right in his belly button, another one. It was like such like little, like the technology nowadays for them to be able to do these things. They have little robots who are able to go in, these nanobots, and fix things inside your body, and like with these cameras.
I mean, you know, the advancement. You know, I mean, I think technology is great. You know, it's like I mean, computers are great, video games, and
Dude, yeah, video games. That's what I'm really kind of excited for, is like where we're gonna go, because like the new Meta headset, the virtual reality headsets. I have the original Oculus Rift, and I have the now Quest 2.
I can't get into that.
You can't get into the virtual reality stuff. You just got to find the right game. You got to find the right game, and you're going to have so much fun. It is still beyond nauseating to be able to do it more than like 35, 45 minutes at a time. Like I'll put it on, and I'm like, okay, this is enough. After like 45 minutes, I have to like literally
when
take
it
off
gets
the headset.
when it gets to like where they look like this,
Yeah.
and then it's like, you know, it's like there's things around you, Matthew Espinosa,
Yeah.
25, blah, 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 blah. All the information is just like there like this, and I'm just like, oh wow. You know what I mean? I can like double click and like, you know,
Social security number. Ding, ding.
yeah. And it's like your videos come up and all, you know, that's just where we're going.
Yeah.
They
I mean,
tried
did you
that
see
with Google Glasses, but the Google Glasses were just stupid.
Yeah.
They
What were
looked stupid.
Yeah, I don't know what they were trying to do with that. But now they have the Amazon Palm Scanner. Did you see that?
No.
Bro, Amazon has a palm scanner. You know the Amazon stores, the Amazon grocery stores?
Right.
You go in, you put anything in a cart, and you just leave. There's no checkout.
Oh, wow.
They scan your face. They put it to an account that's already made,
Yeah.
and you just leave. You literally go pick up. Let's say you got to go get lettuce or something.
You know,
pick it up
like,
and leave.
I don't understand why we're still signing receipts at the store. Like that shit is so
Signing
stupid.
receipts. What do you mean signing?
Yeah, like you pay with your credit card. And then
Yeah.
Hey, can you sign this? Why? If I just used my phone, that's the signature.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
You know, like this is from. I'm using my app. Like I have like. Oh wait, my village.
Dude,
I'm sorry. I have.
You are a monster. If this was role reversal, I need more gems for my this. Oh my gosh. All right, but listen to this. One scan does it all. Amazon One simplifies everyday interactions. It's a free contactless service that lets you use your palm to pay, enter, or identify yourself. A quick and easy way to make a payment, enter a venue, or identify yourself. Sign up once, then use wherever Amazon One is available.
Well, at the airport, you know they have Clear. And you scan your eyes.
Bro, like look at that.
I know. It's
This
great.
is all they're getting right now is just all of our information.
Well, I mean, that's how people that think like that.
No, what do you mean think like that? Think about
I'm
all
not
the
a
filters. You think
I'm
the
not a
filters on Instagram and
conspiracy-
Snapchat, you think they're not literally getting every bit of shape? They'll not have your palm. They'll not have your eyes. They have everything they need on you. They could recreate another Erik Griffin today.
Well, I don't know why you would do that, but
What do you mean? That's double the GEN2GEN. That's GEN2GEN.
I would just send my clone to do
Yeah.
this.
Oh, I'm busy right now. Send Erik Griffin 2.
Yeah.
Erik Griffin V2.
Oh, that'd be great.
No, but speaking of technology, we were talking last week about the AirPods Max, and I was looking at them up, and I noticed that they're like $550. And I was
They're
like, oh.
expensive.
Yeah, and I was gonna ask you, is it worth the price?
Yes, it is.
It is. It's that good.
They
What's
have
the
that-
warranty
they have
on like
that-
on them
They
breaking?
have that spatial audio too, which is great.
What is it? What is that?
Spatial audio just makes it seem like it's everywhere. It's really great sound.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember putting them on once. My friend had a pair, and I put them on, and I was like, wow, this like really feels good. Do you like the case of it?
Yeah, I like that because it's simplified.
Yeah.
I mean, I travel a lot, so
But I just don't like how it's exposed still. I like my things in a closed case.
Then get a closed case.
They have that?
I probably. Or
They
you could
have
just
to, right?
Get a bag
A
for it or
third
something.
party like
But
closed
if you have
case.
it in your, it's like nice rubber. Everything that's supposed to be covered is covered.
Yeah, I guess I was thinking about because I mean this is why I also brought up the Apple Watch thing, because I was thinking about maybe returning the Apple Watch and getting AirPods Max, because I just don't use the Apple Watch enough. But like I
Did
said,
you get a new Apple Watch or something?
no, I don't want to get a new Apple Watch. That's what I'm saying. I just don't know if I want my Apple Watch anymore. Like I was using it for working out. I was using it to stay away from my phone for a bit. But like I said, I felt like it just gives me even more like makes me just even more distracted, because I'm so easily able, because I can leave my phone in another room and not really deal with it,
Yeah.
and I can focus on the work I need to focus on. But my Apple Watch, like it's
But you
always
can
with
set-
me.
But you could set the notifications of what you want.
No, yeah, I know. So like I said, if I could optimize it to where it was
Yeah.
just calls and text messages from only people who I care to get back to in a timely manner, as messed up as
I
that
have
sounds.
too much coming on here. I mean, just every single app is just
Yeah,
coming right here. You know what I mean?
your village needs more gems, and then that has you running to your phone to add more gems to your village, so Stacy from down the block can eat. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna get the AirPods Max because I don't really like the AirPods, the ones that go into the ears.
I don't like stuff in my ears either.
I don't like it directly going to my ears because I love hearing. I love going to music festivals and concerts, and I'm always wearing earbuds. I'm wearing protective earbuds everywhere I go. If I'm in a club, I have them. I have like these
really?
special
Why?
earbuds.
You have bad ears or something?
No, I just really understand how like all that is very bad for you. And I never really understood it until one day I forget what happened, but like what was it? I think I heard like a ringing in my ear once, but it happened once before, and I think my sister, what had happened, told me. She was like, I don't want to scare you, but you know whatever happens when your ears ring? I was like, yeah, I've had that that's happened to everyone. I feel like at least once or twice. She's like, that's the hairs in your ear dying off, and that's how you hear, is the little hairs that are vibrating, and you only have a certain amount of them. And I'm like, oh wow, that's really scary. So like, and it made me think. I was like, wow, like. Think about our generation, our access to loud music versus your generation's access to loud music. You guys obviously had loud stereos and stuff. But you guys aren't going to clubs with boom, boom, boom.
Oh, I totally disagree. That's exactly what we were doing that more because that was the only way to hear music. You know, it's like, what are you talking about? I mean, people.
No, but you weren't having
like Whiskey, a Go-Go, and Roxy and all these places. They've been there before you were born.
I get that, but what I'm saying though is that these specific places you're
discos were not.
That's like 2 hours, but I'm saying you're going there. Let's say for 2-3 hours, like a couple times a week, right? That's still not as bad as being able to have an insanely loud bass boosted stereo system in your car, and then going after that right to get home to put on headphones that are really high quality that are like,
I don't know, man.
You know what I'm saying? So do you think we're listening to more loud music now or back then?
I don't think there's any difference.
No way, bro. Yeah. Festivals, no way. There's more festivals.
Woodstock has been going on. What are you talking?
That's one festival.
You think that your generation invented listening to loud music?
No, I'm just saying I think there's an access to it more.
No, I don't think so at all. I think that this is something that's been going on forever. I think rock music and I think crazy loud rock music.
Okay, well then let me say this. Can you at least agree that you guys weren't thinking about it as much?
Well, yeah, obviously we weren't thinking about a lot of things, like the environment. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like for instance, like cigarettes. How cigarettes were around back then. They weren't thinking about the effect.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. We were worse.
Yeah.
Okay, but you're saying acting like.
But I'm saying that the accessibility to it. You guys, if you guys wanted to listen to a song, let's say you're in the vinyl days or whatever, you'd have to put on a vinyl. You have to put it on the correct side of the vinyl. You'd have to take the needle, put it at the correct part of the vinyl, and then you listen to it. Yeah. Me, if I want to listen to a specific song, I pop it in. Boom, song's on. My accessibility to music, it was still
did
there.
It didn't matter.
I know. I'm not saying you didn't. I'm just saying I think there was a little bit more.
You think people were like, I'm not gonna listen to music. It's like
I don't think loud music was invented until I was born. Honestly, 1997. That's when I think loud music became a thing. No, I'm just kidding. But I like I said, I feel like it's just better to have the over-the-top headphones that you can do that, as opposed to things that are going directly in your ear, shoving music directly into it. But I like
what is it? The noise canceling.
Noise canceling, yeah.
It's just because I like I said, I'm on a plane a lot, and it really is like that noise in the plane is so loud. So I like having my. Sometimes I just wear them even if I'm not listening.
I was about to say that. So I have these really nice Bose headphones that I've taken everywhere with me.
Me too. I was Bose until I just got these.
And I've never had. So I was originally Beats because I was given some Beats. This was actually back in the MadCon days. I was given some Beats, and I would wear those. I eventually gave those to my parents because I had two different pairs, so I gave them both to my parents. And then I had these Bose ones because my dad put me on a Bose at a young age because he just loves Bose, and I think it's great. I love Bose too. So
that's an old man brand.
No, it's an old man brand for sure, dude. Old man brand all the way. And I would just be on the plane, and sometimes I literally would just turn on the noise canceling and just like pass out with a eye mask on, and that would be it. Just like literally noise canceling. Just I don't have to hear anything or anyone.
Yeah.
But yeah, like so I never thought about getting other over the top headphones until I saw the AirPod Max.
And what I like about them too is they're flat here.
They're flat. Yeah.
Okay, so then therefore sometimes when I'm in bed, Rachel's sleeping, she has to get up early. And so I like to listen to an audiobook, or I like watch my iPad. But what's great is you could still turn to the side, lay on your side, and it doesn't hurt.
Oh,
the
that's
Bose
cool.
are not good for that.
Yeah.
Or even on a plane when you're like leaning, if you're sitting in a window seat, the Bose
You
ones
feel like it's
are
like
good.
pressing the band
Yeah.
that goes over top. Yeah,
So these are set up much better for leaning on things.
Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, and it's just like, oh yeah, but to answer your questions about the earbuds thing, because so many people, I mean, I guess at festivals, people are kind of used to it. Like, but even at festivals, I've had people be like, wait, you have earbuds in right now? That's crazy. I'm like, we're at a festival with loud music. Why would you not have it? And I don't know. I just never really thought about it like that.
Yeah.
And then, but like, I'll have it.
It
At
happens
clubs,
more
like,
as you get older. Like I'm old, and like if I'm a place where stuff is loud, I'm already like, ooh, I got to get out of here.
Yeah, and my sister's very sensitive with hearing too, so she kind of also got me on that. But I don't know what the first original thing was that got me. I think what had happened was I heard ringing or whatever, and then I had reached out to a company, or a friend told me about a company that does these custom ones for you. So one time I went into their offices, they poured this stuff in my ear. They had the mold of my ear.
Wow.
They took it with like a little line, with like a string connected to the mold. They pulled it outside, the exact molds of my ear, and I still use them. It's literally perfectly molded to my ears, and it has like a technology. There's literally wires in it that cuts off all the harmful sound waves that are affecting your ears, but also still allows like lyrics and other things like that are a certain decibel to go through. So it's not just where it's not just like muffled. Because if you just take random plastic ones or like rubber ones and put them in your ear, it's just now muffled. Everything is like, yeah, you're not having the things, but then it's just muffled and it
feels pricey.
No, it's like $90.
Really?
Yeah.
To get custom?
To get custom. Or no, it was like probably, I think it was like 70 per. So I think it was like 150 altogether. 100.
Do you still use them?
Yeah, and I still use them. It's like really good brands. Like, and like I said, like it's worth
What's
it
the
to
brand?
me. It's called ACS. That's the acronym. Is that what it's called? The acronym? Yeah, it's called ACS. I need to find the actual thing, but I'll if you need them, it's.
I don't know. I just don't like things in my ear.
I'd like to hear. You like, I know I'm going to be going to festivals and loud events the rest of my life, and it's just worth it to me to do it.
Are you going to festivals and concerts with your lady?
Yeah.
She likes that stuff?
Yeah. Depends on the show though. Depends on the type of
do you think it's important to in a relation? I guess if you are concert goers, partiers, is it important to like the same kind of music?
I think it's important to respect the other person's likings, because there's maybe some artists that I like that she might not like, or vice versa. But I think that if you're spending enough time with that person anyways, you're most likely going to come across a lot of the same music.
That's weird, because what if, like,
I'm in a country and she's in a hardcore rock or something like that.
You're like, let's go to this concert, and you're like, ugh.
Yeah, at that point, if it's like a concert that I literally just don't care for, and if she wants me to go, I'll go to it. But if like I'm completely okay with going to concerts by myself, I'm going to a concert by myself in a week or so. So like I don't.
You know what's crazy? I think I can count all the concerts I've been to in my entire life.
How many concerts and festivals do you think you've been to in your entire life? Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Together.
That's what I'm saying. I think first concert ever, Michael Jackson Victory Tour.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
So I went to that once. I've seen Janet Jackson 3 times. I've seen Madonna once.
You got some names.
Actually, I've seen Lady Gaga 3 times, which is crazy. As I think about it, I'm like,
super
why
random.
Yeah,
why?
It's so random. I went to.
You're talking about, I've seen Lady Gaga 7 times. It's like, okay, that's interesting.
Gaga 3 times, and then I went to like one of these summer fest type concerts.
Like Wango Tango.
Yeah, and Wango Tango.
Yeah. No way.
Yeah.
Wango Tango was your most recent one?
Yeah. That's the last concert I gone to was Wango Tango.
That's the last time you've seen a musical performance live was Wango Tango. That was 6+ years ago, dude.
Maybe wait. Maybe
I find that so hard to believe.
No. Lady Gaga and Madonna was in between that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But
in between that and now.
Yeah.
So after Wango Tango, you went to a Lady
Yeah,
Gaga.
yeah,
and
yeah,
Madonna.
yeah. So
Okay,
I think
okay.
I've seen 10 concerts my entire life.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, it is. I
one time saw 10 concerts in like 1 year.
That's what I'm saying. Yes. And
I would probably say. Or wait, sorry, what were we about to say?
No. Because can you even count? It's probably countless for you.
Yeah, for me, it's kind of. I would say. I mean, I know what my first concert was. It was Jonas Brothers, 5th grade, Nissan.
Jonas
Pavilion.
Brothers, really?
We've been through this with Blake.
Oh,
remember
right.
we talked about that?
Yeah.
He's a Joe Bro fan. So am I.
Oh, he's a weirdo.
I love Blake. But no, I think I've been to festivals and concerts combined. I'd say over 120.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah, I think because like on average, when I was like really going to festivals, I would go to probably like festivals. I was probably going to like 6, 7 a year for sure. And that wasn't even counting concerts, you know, like, and I'm close with more, I know more people in the music industry. I'm closer with more musicians and like,
you know
people
what?
in the music industry than I am acting industry. So like, I'm going to like Wiz Khalifa shows and you know, Big Sean and
now,
you know,
see, that made me think about some other ones then, because that made me think about some smaller events I've gone to. I guess I have gone to a couple of other little concerts. Like I've been to a couple of shows at the Roxy.
Okay.
So I have to count those in too.
Yeah.
But
Do you keep all your tickets? Are you one of those who keeps your
No,
passes?
no.
Bro, I have passes. I have tickets. I have my first ever rated R movie ticket
What?
when I was a kid. My first ever rated
Well,
R.
that kind of stuff you need to put in like.
I have it in a trophy, in a thing in my home. Yeah.
No, but I'm saying you need to put it like, in a
Enclosed case.
in an enclosed like you make it like a picture that you could put on the wall.
Yeah. No, I have passes going back to when I was like 15, 16, 17.
That's what I'm saying. You should put all those passes in a collage that's framed. Mm-hmm. Then it could just be like, people, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I love it, dude. I love festivals. Like, and I've really found out that like that is part of my passion. Like, aside from I love acting. I love acting so much, and I want to be in that industry for the rest of my life. But I've understood that the 3 things, and I was actually talking to my girlfriend about this the other day. There's 3 things that I want to have my hand in, and that's film, festivals, and foundations. So like I want to be having my hand in films, like I was saying, or TV, you know.
So the 3 Fs?
The 3 Fs, you know. I want to do foundations. Like I want to create charity foundations and help different aspects of, different charitable stuff that I enjoy, like whether it be animals, helping homeless, helping kids get in different schools, different stuff like that. And then festivals. Like I love live events so much because I think that's the closest we'll ever be to a utopian society. Someone said that to me once and I was like, wow, that's actually like a really great way to put it. Because you have hundreds of thousands of people who are all coming together from all different orientations, coming like just everybody. Yeah. It doesn't matter what you're into or anything like that.
Comedies like that too.
You know, like you like seeing this live. Even language barriers are broken too because it's just sounds like
something about music.
Like you don't need to know English to understand the energy for that. You don't need to know any type of language to understand that. And I think that's the beauty of it. That's why Tomorrowland, in my opinion, is one of the biggest festivals in the world.
Which one?
Tomorrowland.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of Tomorrowland.
No.
That blows my mind, bro.
What are you?
Tomorrowland? You've never heard of Tomorrowland?
Never. This is my first ever even hearing anybody say that.
That's crazy to me. Yeah, it's the biggest festival ever. It's in Europe, and it's like it's
massive. The biggest festival ever
in the world. Yes, 100%.
All right, wow.
It is the most like
never heard of it.
Yeah.
In the comments right now.
It's the biggest festival in the world. Yep, never heard of it.
Never heard of it. So if you've never heard of it either, be like, I'm with Erik. I've never heard of this.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I just think that music people, they always think the thing that they're into is the greatest thing ever. You know?
I think you just have to experience it. I want to take you to one of these festivals one day and have you just experience the beauty of it. Yeah, dude, that would be amazing. Oh my gosh, that's on my bucket list, bro. That and Burning Man, they're on my bucket list.
You haven't been to Tomorrowland?
I haven't been, no.
So then how do you know it's the biggest festival in the world?
Because I know that based on how long it's been around and how many people go every single year, it's the biggest festival in the world. It's the most successful festival in the world on like just is.
All right.
Like from the biggest artists, like that's their dream to perform. Like biggest DJs.
I've never heard anyone ever say that.
Dude,
this is the first time I've ever
Tomorrowland and EDC, I think, are the biggest like festivals.
EDC?
Yeah, Insomniac put some, bro. They have EDC Japan. They have EDC like everywhere in the world.
Oh, okay.
Like they have some.
So the brand is big, but it's not like I'm saying there's not like every year there's this one festival that is the largest festival.
Well, Tomorrowland, yeah, they have that, and
That's
also,
that one. Huh?
Yeah, there's that one, but also like I said, like EDC Vegas, I think is their biggest. It's Insomniac is the people who run EDC, and I think EDC Vegas is their biggest EDC. That one's been going on. They've been around for like 20 plus years. Like, but it's just it blows my mind.
Every time I think we've been in Vegas together 2 or 3 times, and EDC's going on, and we never see each other.
Dude, I don't even see me. I don't even see me. I literally sleep all day to just be out all night. And it's like the coolest thing ever, dude. I've seen people get married at EDC. I've seen people get proposed to at EDC.
Married like at EDC, like
bro,
in
yes,
the crowd?
Yes, bro.
Getting married?
Bro, there's
while the music's going on?
Bro, they had a chapel or whatever where you could get married.
Weirdos.
You could get married. They had a person who was ordained marrying people at EDC on everything, bro. On everything.
Well,
I swear. I was like,
is that where you want to get married?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I just think the reason I say it's a utopian society is because I just think it's like I just think it's really cool because like it's
he just proposed right on GEN2GEN, guys. Just a straight no from the background.
Nope. Just no. No, I just really love festivals, and I think that if you also do it in a way where you can give back to, like that's what I would want to do. You know, like I would want to create a festival that has a charity
Oh, you want to
aspect
create a festival?
Oh, that's always been my dream.
Man.
Oh man, 100.
What kind of music would it be?
Because I would know what to do. I would want to create a company that white labels out different types of how Insomniac, a lot of their festivals are like EDM based and different stuff like that.
Right.
And you know, and yeah, I would want to create a company that does multiple ones. I would want to have a country festival. I would want to have an EDM festival. I'd want to have a hip hop festival, like an R&B, like maybe like an old school festival where we get a bunch of old school artists to come back and play in the lineup. Is literally only artists from 2000s and before. Like I want to create different things, but I just don't want to have a ceiling. I love so many different types of music. I love artists. I love giving people a really cool experience, and I just that's literally like those are the moments that like when I think back to some of my like funnest times in my entire life, I think back to festivals, I think back to concerts, I think back to even in Virginia when I was going to country concerts with all my friends in high school and all this stuff, even in middle school. Like that was some of the best times ever. Like everyone just together listening to music and just enjoying their time. It is like the most present I am.
I just remembered another concert I went to that
What?
I should have. I went to Bieber.
Oh yeah.
I went to a Bieber concert.
Yeah.
And I was sitting in the pit. You know, so he was like right there. You know.
Yeah. Oh, Bieber.
Yeah. Oh, that's. Oh, but I do remember he was going. He must have been going through something at the time.
What?
Because it was like it was so strange because I was like sitting in the pit and then he was like, I was like, he's not singing. He's like not doing nothing.
What do you mean?
He just, I swear to God, he was just. There was only certain times that he was really into it. You know. And there was other times he just was like going through the motions of the, you know, boom, 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 boom. I remember going to Scoot and I was like, yo, dude, what's up with him? I don't think he's like, and he was like, can you talk to him? And I was like, what do you mean?
What am I going to say?
What am I going to say? Get out of here, man. So it was like, but I remember at the time that he was like going through some stuff. So it's like, you know, he's better now. Right.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, but I mean, I get it. Like, it's like, what is that mindset of like, you know, what kind of energy you have to expend? Like, where do you have to go mentally and physically to like captivate 30,000 people?
100 times over the course of
That's what I'm
3
saying.
months.
Yeah.
Like I did a
cities
tour in
and
Europe.
traveling. It's like, oh
Yeah,
man.
I couldn't even imagine it. I did it, not my Europe tour. My I did a tour where it was like a skit based. It was scripted based variety show. So it was a literal like 2-hour show, and I had to understand my script, my lines, all this different stuff. And I was only 20 some odd cities, and I was drained. Like
Can't even imagine.
I
man.
couldn't even imagine, and that wasn't even something that
Having
I'm
to dance.
singing and
Yeah.
dance, and
You
I'm
have
like,
to dance.
like
and
I was
like
just
that.
saying lines. I'm just
baby.
and like, yeah, and like, and then do a meet and greet too.
Yeah.
Like the meet and greet, that's when you're also having to be like, "What's up? How's it going?" You know, and you obviously want to give them full attention because
it's a
they're
lot.
spending money. You know, they're spending money to see you and to
That's a
meet you.
lot.
So I couldn't even
So
imagine.
I guess my number is probably more like 15.
Yeah, I mean, no, I would. There's still ones you're not remembering. There's probably I'd give you like 20, 25. Your entire life, bro. I'd give you 20 to 25 concerts.
No, because if I'm 25 is a lot. that's because you're talking about that if I went to one a year, that would be 25 years.
Yeah.
I know it's not that. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Oh wow.
You
Yeah.
see what I'm
See,
saying?
I like.
See, you go to like 2, 3, 4 a year. To me,
But even then, that's
after one concert, I'm out.
yeah.
All right, we're good.
No, I feel you. I mean, for me,
Oh, you know what? You know it probably is closer to 20 because I just remember. You know what
have we
just
noticed
remember
the last 10 minutes he's remembered 7 more concerts.
I just remember
7
that
more.
I've seen Bon Jovi. Yeah, I went and saw Bon Jovi, and then I also saw
That's amazing.
I also saw Elton John and Billy Joel do a concert together.
Wow,
That was a great concert that I saw them together.
my parents just saw Elton John perform actually a few weeks ago.
Yeah, so Bon Jovi was great. Elton John, and I'm trying to think of, is there anything else? They're just coming to me as we're talking.
Yeah.
Because I guess I have been to quite a few concerts.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, I'm not sitting here and
Yeah.
believing that in your years on this earth, you've only seen 15.
Yeah, no, I'm saying even with these I'm counting, it's still probably like less than 20.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I definitely go to less festivals now, especially after COVID and all that stuff. I go to less festivals now because I've figured out which ones I like and which ones I don't like.
Yeah.
But when I was going to a lot of festivals all the time, like I said, probably one year, the most I went to festivals and concerts was probably like 15 to 20.
What makes a concert to you not good?
A concert or a festival?
That's true. Festival.
A festival.
So what is a great festival experience and what's not a great festival experience?
I mean, it honestly all starts with the lineup. If I enjoy these artists, and I enjoy just listening to them on my own, then I'll go to it. But I guess what I don't like about festivals, like the pros and cons to it, is if I feel like it's just not managed well on like a sanitary type level. You know what I'm saying?
What do
like,
you mean?
Like if you're going to the bathrooms and they're just not taken care of or something like that. Like, like
okay.
things like that. You're just like, okay,
So
like
your personal experience is important. All right.
Yeah, personal experience is important. And you know what's funny is that throughout all this, I'm taking note of everything, of all these things that I like and don't like about festivals. So when I do create my own
what else?
festival, sound system, if the sound system is really good. Aside from that, food, like catering, if the catering is really good.
To me,
access to free water. I think all water at festivals should be free automatically.
Oh wow.
That's just something I firmly believe in. I think there's too many people that have died at too many festivals for there's no reason why I should be paying $8 for water after I already paid $300 for a ticket or $400 or $500. There's people who spending after you just paid $20 for a slice of pizza.
Yeah.
Like water, the most basic human need, should be free in my opinion. And if you can't find a company that can supply that, then that's something that you have to take it upon yourself. Make a little bit less millions that year to just make sure that the people who are there aren't dying. Because I would
just have a water hose and be like, all right, water time.
Water time. Line up, But
the one thing that I feel like should be like, when you say sound system, to me, that's like the base.
The basis.
Like that's the foundation.
That's the foundation.
People can't hear this well, but you're saying you have been to a festival where you're like, oh man, I can't hear this. I don't like this.
It's that, but it's also the spatial surrounding where if you're having multiple stages, they need to understand how loud this can get and how far this is going to travel. So you don't have two stages competing for sound. And I've dealt with that before where I've been at one stage, I'm trying to listen, but I hit from another stage. I'm like, I can't even, y'all got to figure this out. You know what I'm saying? Don't have 4 stages if I can stand in one position and hear all 4 stages at once. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like just have 2 stages, have them on each side as opposed to, it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And so that'd be my thing. And then also just security, just making sure that it's always secure, like seeing that like they're having metal detectors, they're still, making sure that
sort of feeling of safety is important.
Yeah. And this was even, this has always been a thing for me, the feeling of safety, of feeling like where I'm in, everyone around me is the right person around me. And yeah, they don't like it. The one thing I don't like about festivals are people who literally just go there to ruin other people's times, like to pickpocket. There's people who literally go to festivals solely to pickpocket other people. So I've had my phone taken from me. I've been through that scenario. It's the crappiest thing ever when you're at a festival and day one of the weekend and you're in a whole new city and you lose your phone day one. You're like, are you freaking kidding me right now? And like, there's people who have been caught with 20 phones, 30 phones, 50 phones in a bag before, just trying to sell them after stealing. Like like people literally go to festivals to just steal things, and it's like that's the crappy part of it. So I wish, like, I wish
So
there's a way to figure that out.
Maybe you should make like a video about like going to festival safety. 1 fanny pack.
Well, no, even then, I don't like wearing fanny packs because like someone could easily clip it off and then just take it and run. So even if I am gonna wear a fanny pack, and I have before, I'll have a bag that's a strap. I'll wear the fanny pack, but over my chest area, kind of like a satchel. And I'll wear it to where it's in front of my body, never behind my body. And I'll also never put my phone in my back pocket. And then aside from that, anything that's in my fanny pack are things that I'm okay with losing. If someone does take the fanny pack, it's just maybe some chapstick, maybe some gum, maybe, like some, whatever it may be.
Pass and all this stuff.
Some what?
The
pass.
The pass.
These ass. I was like, what?
No.
I was like,
well, the condoms are in there.
No, it's just like things I just, if I were to lose it, I'm just like, okay, it's all good. It's just things that money, will be able to fix. But I'm never going to put my wallet and my ID in a bag. Like, no, I'd rather have that on my person.
I'm trying to think of
I wear tight clothing. I wear tight clothing at festivals, like
Why?
pants, because I want to feel if someone's trying to go into my pockets.
Oh.
I wear like either that, and I've actually wanted to create festival clothing that allows you to
With
have
zippers,
yeah,
like
like
that.
for real, like actual locks, where it's like you'll feel someone trying to like do these things, like because people literally just try to ruin your day, and it's just like the crappiest thing. Like I just want to experience a cool moment with my friends, listening to music and having a fun time, and now your sole purpose to come into this festival, you bought a ticket to ruin other people's time.
Yeah, I haven't been to that many music festivals.
Dude, you got it, man.
Yeah, I think yeah.
But the thing is like you just got to find a festival that has all the artists you enjoy, and you just got to go to one that you like, and you're just gonna be hooked.
Yeah, maybe.
But
I
even
don't
then,
know.
like I said, you'll start finding the ones that you like and the ones that you don't feel like you need to waste your time on. Like there's a lot of festivals that I know
EDC will be a waste of my time.
if you don't like the music, you don't like the music. But even then, like I've seen people who aren't even into that type of music. My sister, for example, a prime example. I've never in my entire life heard her ever like put on that type of music, EDM, like electronic type music. I took her to one EDC, and I was also afraid too that she wasn't gonna like it because of not only the loudness of music and how intense it is. Like EDC's intense. Like you're weaving through hundreds of thousands of people. Like if you don't have your mind on point, if you don't have like your feelings on point, like you're gonna get overwhelmed. There's been times when even the amount of festivals and concerts I've been to, I get overwhelmed and I'm like, okay, take a deep breath. Like you're good.
Panic attack?
Yeah, I'll get a straight up panic attack. 'Cause there's so many things moving. It's like it's overstimulation. Like literally, I'm just music and then this. There's 4 different stages.
I'm just not into being around a bunch of people like that.
Yeah,
that's really what it is.
Yeah,
because it ain't even about the music. Like I can enjoy the music on my own. I mean, there is obviously something about that. That's what I'm saying.
Like the lights and the
everything, shared experience.
Like this shared experience with other people. You look around, and you see people holding onto their loved ones, just literally loving life right now. You see everyone so present.
I also just I don't drink. I don't
No, I feel you, and I feel you.
So I think that also enhances the experience, and so I'm just not going to feel that. I don't know.
But if you like the music, that's good enough.
I'd rather enjoy the music
by yourself on your AirPod Maxes with your spatial.
Maybe I'd go to I don't know if maybe I'd go to a jazz festival.
I would go to a jazz festival with you.
I want to go to a jazz festival. If they even is there even a jazz festival?
Of course, there's a jazz festival. We'll find one, and then I know. Like,
you're like, of course. I thought you knew all the festivals.
Yeah, a jazz fest. For sure.
Yeah, I would like that. I mean, that would be like a cool thing. Go to a jazz festival.
Jazz festival would be really relaxing.
Yeah. So I don't know.
We'll start doing that. I know as GEN2GEN, gets bigger and all that stuff, I want to start doing things that take us out of this set. And then we've talked about it before, so I think that's going to be something that.
Oops, sorry, I just messed with yours too. We're gonna get out of the set because you're gonna move.
Yeah. So this is the last few episodes in this specific set.
Yeah, but we'll still have this.
And
we'll figure
the lovely set that my sister made. We're gonna figure it all out.
Shout out to Kristen.
Shout out to Kristen. And as time goes on, GEN2GEN's always gonna be shifting, always gonna be moving. Next thing you know, you'll be seeing Erik and I walking around a festival with a mic in both of our hands, like. Just
what?
Say that one more time. Like, you didn't bring your earbuds, did you? This is why.
Yeah, that's gonna be weird.
I think that overall.
And Uncle Bubs will be there in the background.
No. But yeah, I really do enjoy festivals, and I think that it's important for people to go to live events and all that different stuff.
I agree
like
with
that.
you on that, though.
I think
I
live
agree. Like,
events
even
are
if I
cool.
don't like festivals or like I don't go to a lot of concerts, I will say if you are a fan of whoever, go see them live.
Yeah, support the artists.
Yeah.
Like
Not even just about supporting the artists, just as much as like, it really is something special.
Yeah, and like the thing is, like, there's been concerts I've gone to, alone. So don't feel like
Oh, you've gone to a concert alone? What concert did you go to alone that you had a great time?
I flew to Hawaii by myself to see Chance the Rapper because it was on one of my favorite albums he made, and I had the money and I wanted to go see him, and I got a ticket and I flew to Hawaii and I saw him.
When he was first coming up, I interacted with him on Twitter.
Oh, nice.
Like he actually literally sent me a message. Hey, when are you performing?
Oh, that's dope.
And I was like, and then he just blew up.
And then you clicked on it and you clicked on the account of Chance the Rapper and you're like, oh, this is just a guy who bought verification.
That's what it's gonna turn into.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, this ain't the real Chance the Rapper.
Yeah.
No, but I'm going to another concert. By the time this comes out, by the time this episode comes out, I would have already gone to the concert. But I don't want to say what concert it is, nor do I want to say where, obviously.
Oh,
but I'm going to. All right, fine. I'll say. I'm going to say what it is, but I'm not going to say where I'm going to. I'm going to a 1975 concert, and I've talked about 1975 before.
Oh yeah, you have. You love that group.
And I'm just going to by myself. And I thought, like,
why are you going by yourself?
Just because where I'm visiting I'm gonna be alone.
Oh.
Where I'm going, so the area, and they're actually going to be performing in that same area in that same week. So I was like, let me
kill two birds with one stone.
Yeah, exactly. And like, and also I enjoy seeing artists outside of Los Angeles because I feel like that's when you really get a lot of the real fans. Not to say there's not real fans in LA, but not.
I know what you mean, though.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
out of town is so different.
It's so different. That's
one of the concerts I saw Lady Gaga, and the only reason I did is because my good buddy, he's like my brother. He's like a huge fan, like to the point where he saw her live one time and she signed his body, and he tattooed it onto himself. Yeah, that's how big a fan he is. So it just turned into a thing where I'll be like, all right, I'll take you to, you want to go? All right, let's go. So we went to New York, and it was like this theater was closing down, and it was this really intimate show. Like, there wasn't a lot of people there, and like she literally was like right there. There was a piano, and then she would move to the other side of the stage for those people. So we were at the spot where she was like right there, and there was just all kinds of weird people, and we had to like wait outside for so long to like, get the tickets, and it was raining. You know what I mean? I didn't have an umbrella. I was like,
it's a story though, man.
Yeah,
it was crazy. It was
it was a crazy experience. But by the time you got in, you could fully appreciate like, and someone like her, for instance, like I think what Lady Gaga has done, her persona that she created and how she presents it and what she does, it is truly incredible.
Yeah.
Because if you think about, I don't know if you saw the movie she was in with Bradley Cooper.
Amazing. A Star is Born? Amazing.
Yeah, but here's the thing about A Star is Born. When you see her as that character, you're like, oh, that's a regular ass chick.
Yeah.
Like, she could be at Target.
She
or
really
wherever.
knows how to play that.
And I'm saying you wouldn't think, oh, that person's an international superstar.
Yeah.
Her look is not that. And I think she was like, oh, because they told her that probably. She was probably told her whole life, you're not pretty enough, you're not this enough. And then she was like, all right, well, this is what I'm going to do. And she turned herself into Lady Gaga to the point where you're like, I just think it's amazing.
Yeah. No, she's
it's amazing.
She is such a, what's the word? She has such a very,
sounds like 2 words. What, we're doing charades?
yeah. No, versatile. Very versatile, from her acting to not only the type of music she does, but just like her, like you said, her persona in general, her essence, her literal essence, very strong essence, like very powerful, beautiful essence. And I'm so excited. I feel like she still has countless gears left.
Yeah.
Like
shout out to LG.
I'm not saying years. I'm saying gears. You know what I'm saying? Where she can shift gears. Like, What's going to be a
she
Lady
did- well-
Gaga album when she's 50?
Well, she
when
did.
she's 60.
Well,
you
she
know what
might
I'm
look
saying?
crazy like Madonna right now.
But what I'm saying though is that like, but she'll figure out a way to utilize that in a powerful form and utilize that. What would a film look like when she's 70? And I think that
Well, hopefully she's transitioning. She was, then you're just an actress at that point or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's gonna be fine, but like some people don't know how to let go of that. And I
Yeah.
think Madonna is an example of that.
interesting.
Yeah, she don't know how to let go of being Madonna. She can't let it go. She can't. When you're famous, it's probably the most famous single name person.
Yeah, I remember you saying
Ever.
that. Madonna. Yeah,
Yeah, like who's
Drake.
Drake is probably up there now
Drake's
too.
up there. Yeah.
Drake, Madonna, it's like that's your name. Like, who else is there, But she's like
You're on when you can have a name like Drake and that's it. You're just, I'm Drake.
Yeah, so but Madonna, like, all the plastic surgery, she looks crazy and she's like always in the public, like getting into fights and stuff.
Did you see that video of her hitting, like doing like a little nose, like she sniffs something on live?
Yeah,
Did you see that video?
she's gone, man. To me, it's just like it's hard to like. But listen, she's been relevant for 5 decades, right?
When did she start?
In the 80s, 90s, 2000s,
Look.
2010s, 2020s. Yeah, look at her. She doesn't even look like a normal person anymore. I wouldn't even know that that's Madonna.
I wouldn't know that was Madonna. I didn't know that was Madonna when I saw this video.
Yeah.
She literally starts like going on the live stream. Like, what is happening? Like after she does it, I'm like, what is?
I don't even recognize her.
I didn't recognize her either.
And she's in her 60s.
She's in her 60s. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even recognize
That's
her.
gnarly. That's
Yeah,
gnarly.
yeah, dude.
That's gnarly to me.
Yeah, so I'm just like, all right, but at a certain point, it's like, all right, you did it.
You did it.
You know what I mean?
That's transition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like, but
yeah.
some people, she's like an athlete that's gonna like, she's like Tom Brady.
Just can't give it up.
Yeah, can't give it up.
It's like, we get it. You're the GOAT. Like, just give it up, But no, I think that to go back to what we were saying, I think it's just as important for people to go see live concerts because you never know the friends you'll make from it. You never know the experiences you'll have. You'll never know what could come from you're always one decision away from a completely different life. And I think that even, for instance, I found my favorite band, my now favorite band, because of me going to a festival.
Oh,
and,
nice.
And I think that's
1975?
yeah, I was actually at Stagecoach. I was at a country music festival. Toby Keith had just finished his set, and everyone was leaving that stage to go to the next stage or whatever because someone else was about to perform, and no one wanted to wait, I guess, for the next person because it was going to be another 45 minutes or something for that stage. And I hear a really cool song come on the over speakers, just like the general music that's playing, so it's not just silent. You know what I'm saying? And I hear this song, and I was like, oh, this is really cool. So as all these people are coming to me, I'm standing in this crowd, people all like pushing me around, everyone's moving. I'm just staying with my phone Shazammed up in the.
I was about to say you went to Shazam.
I Shazam, and I'm like, come on. I'm like putting as close as it to, and I'm really far away from the speakers. It's a really tall speaker, and I'm, I'm just a little guy, so I'm just like. Dude, I was like, chocolate, 1975, whatever. And then the next morning I listened to it and I was like, oh my gosh, I love this. And lo and behold, now they're my favorite band. So like, you just,
Shout out to 1975.
Yeah. And like,
maybe we'll get them on the podcast.
I literally just, oh my gosh, I'd cry. Dude, I'm telling you, like, they're just, it's festivals, music, concerts, all these different things are just really cool because it gets you out of your house.
I say live events in general. I'm talking about go to a basketball game.
Yeah, live events in general.
Go to like, it's a really different experience. It's actually it's very fascinating.
And it gives you appreciation for the people who are doing it because it humanizes them. You're seeing another human being in front of you performing, whether it's their art, whether it's their talents of like Erik said, playing football, F1 racing, stuff like that. Like you see these human beings that are just like us doing these things. It gives you this sense of empowerment. You're like, yo, I want to be on stage one day. Like I want to do this type of stuff, and it's just like, it's really cool. So if you like any artist right now, because I know everyone watching this or listening to this podcast, there's an artist out there that you enjoy listening to. If you don't like music at all, then I'm really terrified for you.
I would like to hear everybody's top 5 concerts they've ever been to.
Huh. That's a good one.
Yeah, I'd like to
Top
know.
5 for me, number 1, I think would be Mac Miller.
Mac Miller
Yeah.
is your top concert you've ever been to.
Top 5 for sure.
All
I
right.
was in 8th grade. I was front row. It was right when Mac was starting out, and Chance the Rapper actually opened for him.
Oh wow!
And this was like early days, bro. Like
That's your number one.
no, I wouldn't put that as my number one. Mate, I'd put that as like top 3 for sure, just because of how
All
nostalgic
right, well,
it is.
top
And he's not.
3 go.
And top 3 would probably be 1975, most fun I've had. No, not festivals. We're talking just concerts. Maybe like Luke Bryan when I was a kid, and
Wow, what a weird mix. And this Mac
yeah,
Miller one.
and Mac Miller probably, yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
I'm trying to think. For me, what were my best 3? Well, number 1 is going to be the Michael Jackson concert because I was a super fan.
Yeah.
And it was the first concert I'd ever been to.
Yeah.
It was at
I was
Dodger
gonna say
Stadium.
Jonas Brothers because that was the first concert I had been to, and I remember it like very, very vividly. So.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. That's whatever memories you have. And then I don't know after that. It's tough to. I don't know. It's a tough one to think about all these concerts. The very few concerts I've been to think of like, well, which ones were the ones that I was like, oh, what an experience.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know.
Yeah. And I also need to go back. I like, and this is honestly the ones that just came to my head right away. Like, but like, I remember the one that in Hawaii when I saw Chance the Rapper, like I cried at that one because I was just like, I was enjoying it so much. The music was just so like, there's this one song called Blessings, and it's just kind of, it was like the slower song, and it just made you think about all the things you should be grateful for in your life and all these
that's what
things.
happens.
And like, it just like, I've had some of the most, I get goosebumps thinking about it. I've had some of the most like raw, authentic experiences at music.
Well, there's something about a shared energy that's going on
Yeah.
when you're following this person. I mean, that stuff can be used for good. It can be used for evil. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's somebody that has that kind of like
One
sway.
human being
Yeah,
can
when they have that
just sway
yeah.
human beings like to whatever they want. And it's
So I
just,
want to know your top concerts. Let me know.
and I think that's
Yeah.
good,
I know, right?
my guy. Another one in the books.
Another one in the books, but we got big stuff coming.
We are definitely working on growing the team. A lot of cool stuff is coming for Gen2GEN, so be patient with us over these
I gotta get to my village.
holidays. Got to get to his village. Eric is the mayor of 4 different villages.
Yeah, it's
and
crazy
he has
to
a couple
keep track.
meetings with the lawyers from those villages.
Goodbye.
To go over tax brackets.
This is Erik Griffin.
And we just don't want him to get impeached as mayor, so we want to make sure that he's showing up for his people.
Whatever. There's zombies attacking my village as we speak, so I need you to like tone it down. Yeah. Thanks for watching Gen2GEN. This is Erik Griffin.
This is Matthew Espinosa, and you've watched another episode of
Gen2GEN.
Later, everybody.